So the government shutdown continues with about 800,000 government workers still not working, or, well, the ones that are working, of course, they're not getting paid. So right now there's a lot of people that are not getting paid. Now, I've talked about how some of these workers, they're living paycheck to paycheck. Some of them have been advised to sell their stuff at garage sales and things like that. And a lot of them are worried about how they're going to pay the bills, how they're going to pay rent or their mortgage or their car payment, et cetera, right? Now, one member of the Trump administration, an advisor, thinks, oh, no, the government workers, they actually love being furloughed. They love not being paid because to them, it's like a vacation. Watch.
Huge share of government workers were going to take vacation days, say between Christmas and New Year's. And then we have a shutdown, and so they can't go to work, and so then they have the vacation, but they don't have to use their vacation days. And then they come back, and then they get their back pay, then they're, in some sense, they're better off.
Now, that was White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett. That's the first time I've seen him, and likely probably the last, because boy, that was dumb. Oh no, they come back and they get a vacation, but they're not actually getting paid. But don't worry, they're gonna get back pay, so it's almost like they're better off. Oh really? We're doing them a favor by furloughing them. Really? Are you serious? You literally just called them this a good thing. Wow, man. Wow. You know, again, there's a lot of these workers that are living paycheck to paycheck. They cannot pay their rent. This shutdown has been going on for quite some time. Now, look, it's been nearly a month, almost a month. What happens when it stretches on to 2 months, to 3 months? What's going to happen, right? I mean, Donald Trump himself has said this could go on for months, maybe a year if he doesn't get funding for his wall. Well, you know what's going to happen in that period of time? People are going to lose their homes. They're going to lose their car, their credit. It's going to be devastated. If that happens, by the way, some of these government workers, if their credit tanks, then they'll probably lose their security clearance and won't have a job to go back to when this is all over. This is devastating people's lives, and yet you guys call it a vacation. A vacation. Come on. How out of touch are these people? And look, here's the thing, right? So this guy, Kevin Hassett, well, he's not part of that demographic. He's got a lot of money. So he can't fathom the idea of losing his home. They're wealthy. So the idea is like, what? What are you talking about? I can go for days without pay because I get paid already. I got a ton of money. To them, it is a vacation. It is a vacation because they don't understand anything that working people actually go through. They don't understand that a lot of government workers work paycheck to paycheck or live paycheck to paycheck. That a lot of regular Americans live paycheck to paycheck, right? So there are people out there, I think, I forget the exact stat, but there's a majority of Americans that would be wiped out if they had a $400 emergency. And that's it. They would have to go and they would have to sell their stuff, or they would have to try to borrow money from someone. And look, in other circumstances, they end up having to take out these payday loans, which are also incredibly expensive. The interest is insane. And they end up getting trapped into a debt cycle. This is the kind of thing that Americans go through that these people don't understand. Oh no, it's a vacation. It's a vacation to me. It's not a vacation. They're not having fun. They're literally, a lot of them actually getting second jobs and not showing up to their first one. Again, why would you want to show up if you're not getting paid? TSA agents, for example, a lot of them are like, dude, I'm not going to come in because it's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't afford to. I got a family to feed. So yeah, I'm going to go take a second job and not show up at this job. Or they're doing both. Again, they're so disconnected from the lives of regular people, man. And here's the thing, right? The back pay, you think the back pay is going to fix those things? No. The only way to fix this, and And I guess there's a couple ways, but this is the best one. For Donald Trump and the Republicans to go and pass the budget that the Democrats and Republicans actually already agreed to, that had $1.6 billion worth of funding already in it for border security. That's the way. That was the one that Donald Trump first said, yeah, okay, I'll sign that. And then he rejected because Ann Coulter called him weak. This is like look, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't call it the Trump shutdown. Maybe we should call it the Ann Coulter shutdown. The Rush Limbaugh shutdown. Because it's those guys' fault that Trump listens to those people who should be absolutely irrelevant. It's like me talking to the Obama administration. You think the Obama administration is going to listen to me? I wish. But they didn't. But for some reason, they take people like Ann Coulter and Rush Limbaugh, and they listen to them, and that actually informs them on policy. And then he takes policy advice from Fox News. It is disastrous. That's why we're in this. That's why we're in this ridiculous Trump shutdown. Look, again, we can fix this. He can actually fix this. The ball is in Trump's court. That is unless, of course, Republicans have enough balls to pass a continuing resolution and override a Trump veto. Will there be enough? I don't know. But if they don't, I don't know when this madness is going to end. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.